Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Craig Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your March the 23rd, 2026. Well, after a very warm, mild weekend, and needless to say, the pollen's gone nuts out there. We are going to see some cooler temperatures arriving a little bit today, and really going to be felt for tomorrow and Wednesday before we see a nice little spike in those temperatures going back in toward the end of the week before another cold front arrives going into the weekend. So a roller coaster forecast. Now, before we get into this full report, if you're new here to the Talking Live Broadcast Channel Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's take a live look there in Chattanooga as we've got some sunshine. We've got some clouds. Let's call it partly sunny skies for today. I think we'll see similar conditions ahead for tomorrow as well. Check it up there at Lake Chattooga. Nice looking day on the lake, although the winds are coming up a little bit. And you notice that haze out there on the horizon. A lot of that is pollen, my friend. It is very high across East Tennessee and North Georgia, and it will continue to be a problem because we really don't have any ways of giving you some meaningful rain to kind of give the atmosphere a bath. We're just not going to see it, unfortunately. Radar remains quiet. It's clear here for today. There is a slight chance of maybe a few showers on Wednesday, but again, nothing widespread or heavy enough to really give the atmosphere a good cleansing. And we're going to stay very much on the dry side here for the next 10 days. Satellite pictures showing these clouds still kind of holding on to a little bit here across East Tennessee, but starting to erode. A little more sunshine across North Georgia. Looking pretty good here for your Monday afternoon. Regionally, looking at the cold front sliding on into North Georgia, sliding through East Tennessee right now. Look at this, we're at 40s here, but 70s out ahead of that front. And things will be cooling off here nicely here across North Georgia as we go in toward tomorrow. Forecast today was a bit of a nightmare just trying to decide when that front was going to come through today, but it's coming through this afternoon, and we'll see things cool off. So here's our forecast here, looking at our NAM model, our North American model, our intermediate model here as we go through the next 60 hours. Again, not a whole lot to show you other than the fact that we're going to have high pressure starting to build up here from the north and east and start to build in a northeasterly wind here across the area. That's going to kind of keep North Georgia, especially on the cool side for the next couple days, and kind of a reasonably cool or seasonable temperatures for East Tennessee as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday before we see a nice spike in temperatures going in toward Thursday. So looking pretty good. Here's some of that precipitation trying to work its way in again. A few light sprinkles, light showers. They're not going to amount to much as this comes up on Wednesday. Then we'll see things dry out and warm up going into Thursday. So here's our forecast maps. Again, watch that little timestamp. This from our friends from the National Weather Service. Watch as we kind of go into your Tuesday. Again, we've got high pressure there building in from the north. Setting up for a pretty good fetch of moisture coming in here. That's going to leave into a little bit of moisture going into Wednesday. There's some of that grain. You see it there. Again, not going to amount to much anything here. But as we go into Thursday, that's going to dry on out. High pressure is going to settle back in, and temperatures are going to immediately spike back up once again. We'll probably see the 80s once again Thursday and Friday. Here comes our next front. This one coming in here Friday night into Saturday. This one will bring our temperatures down again for the weekend. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And then for Sunday morning, where this high is going to be, again, some of the higher elevations, East Tennessee and North Georgia, might get some frost in here. So for any folks who've already done some planting, just watch out for some of that frost that may come in and hit some of your plants out there. So be careful of that. And then we'll see that warm continue into Monday as well. So here's our forecast here for your Tuesday. Looking at a fairly seasonable today for East Tennessee, 67-43. Overnight lows back down in the 40s and some upper 30s in the mountains here for your Tuesday. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit of a north wind at 10 to 20. The winds will die down across East Tennessee. They'll probably linger up like down toward Dahlonega and Jasper and LJ a little bit tomorrow as that east wind continues there. And temperatures in the 60s for the most part, except for upper 50s across extreme North Georgia. Regionally, looking like this. Again, the cool spot where the wedge is, we got 57 and 59 there in Asheville and Charlotte there. And then we're looking at 67 in Columbus, but 80 in Mobile, 79 in New Orleans, and 77 in Jackson. Next 7 days, here we go, as we're going to see that warm up. Again, look at that down there toward getting our temperatures down a little bit because of that cloud and rain threat there on Wednesday, but we're right back up to 80, folks, on Thursday and Friday. And then we cool back in the 60s on Saturday and Sunday, and then come right back up going into Monday next week. So it is definitely a roller coaster ride with our temperatures. They're going to change a little bit from day to day, especially when you're dealing with battling air masses. So we'll stay on top of it for you. But the bad news is for you allergy sufferers out there, we really don't have any real significant rain. We need a good, decent, widespread rain to kind of give the atmosphere and the pollen a bath there, but it's not going to happen right now. It looks like we're going to stay dry pretty much right through the end of the month, unfortunately. All right, that's y'all's update here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. Please give us a follow on Facebook and over on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates. All right, you guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great and safe rest of your day. Bye-bye.